I'm not sure if I made this clear enough, but if there's one thing I love, it's a parody. It doesn't matter who it's about, what movie, or even what book. If it's done to the letter and it looks as if the creators have thoroughly researched the subject that they're mocking, I will laugh my fucking ass off. And one of my favorite book series that has been parodied numerous times is the Harry Potter series. From the Harry Bladder segment in the All That series back in the early 2000s to a Harry Potter musical, followed by a Harry Potter sequel, which I had the pleasure of viewing last year. Nothing has given me the chuckles more than to see a book about a shitload of witches and wizards being mocked by us muggles. However, for every good parody, for every successful book series, there are those who will do anything in their power to put a damper on it. Be a wet blanket over the cloud of success, if you will. That didn't come out outright, but whatever. Okay, I was introduced to this comic series by this fundamentalist Christian preacher dude named Tim Todd, and it's called The Truth for Youth. Yes, I shit you not. That is the title. And what The Truth for Youth is, it introduces the issues that so many teenagers face, such as peer pressure, abortion, safe sex, the evolution case, and of course, gays, and how to deal with them. Or better yet, how to suppress them. And in the comics, there are just so many outdated references, and the dialogue is just so full of crap that I still find it hard to believe that somebody sat down with this guy and said, "Hey, I'll do it. Sounds pretty good. I mean, sure, we may piss off a bunch of people, but what the fuck ever. We're getting paid, bitches." Now the comic I'm finna discuss today is the Harry Polarity and the Sinister Sorcery Satire one. Yeah. Let me collect myself right here. I'll be right back. This comic, basically, in Tim Todd's words, exposes the evils that the Harry Potter series promotes. And it has promoted for the better part of 10 years. And rather than just read you the whole damn comic, because that would be a waste of time and a waste of battery power on this here phone, I'm just gonna read you the message from Tim Todd. No book in recent years has attracted the success of the Harry Potter series, which are well written and are marketed by children's books for ages 8 to 13, but they are also being enjoyed by adults. The problem is the spiritual nature of the books. Who the fuck knew? The Harry Potter books present a godless universe, one in which the most powerful wizard wins. In these books, the hero is a wizard who shows no evidence of belief in God and does not use the power of prayer to combat evil. Because we all know how efficient prayer is, especially when somebody's dying from a life-threatening disease such as breast cancer and whatnot. This is not the vision of the universe that Christian parents wish to instill in their children, nor is white magic an appropriate response to evil. The Harry Polarity comic book exposes the dangers of the sorcery and witchcraft included in the Harry Potter series. I'm just gonna warn you that You might want to take you some Valium or get you a beer, because the following I'm about to read to you is real. The Harry Potter books contain many explicit examples of appalling evil, such as the following: sacrificing animals, emphasizing power regardless of good or evil, offering blood sacrifices, cutting off the hand of a living person for a ritual, boiling what seems to be a baby alive in cauldron, being possessed by demons, interacting with werewolves and vampires, bringing an evil wizard back from the dead through the shedding of blood, projecting or traveling without transportation, casting spells and levitation, shifting humans into animal forms, divining by crystal gazing, telling lies, stealing, breaking rules, and cheating advocated in wizard ethics by copying another student's homework, approving of astrology, teaching that people can exist without their souls, communicating with the dead and dead souls within living people, taking mood-altering drugs used by real witches and shamans, using the Hand of Glory, a grisly occult artifact, the severed hand of a hanged murderer, lighting the fingers as candles and placing it in a house, causing the occupants to fall into spells, which, by the way, are totally not specified, using magic charms, as previously indicated, and believing death to be just the next great adventure. Of the 20 examples I just read to you, I would like to say only 8 of those were on the ball. Okay, the ones I want to talk about are emphasizing power regardless of good or evil. What Tim Todd failed to neglect, that it was the bad guy who put that emphasis on power. As I believe, in The Sorcerer's Stone, he said, there is no good or evil. There is only power and those too weak to seek it. Now, offering blood sacrifices and cutting off the hand of a living person for a ritual, I would hope that Tim Todd would know that those were done against the people's will. Wormtail didn't want to cut off his hand, and Harry sure as fuck didn't consent to have his blood shed in order to bring Voldemort back. And speaking of, bringing an evil wizard back from the dead through the shedding of blood, that was the whole point. Every book, every successful series needs to have a successful antagonist. Crap, my throat's dry. Without a successful protagonist, the series is SOL. And boiling what seems to be a baby alive in a cauldron? No. Voldemort was a lot of things, but a baby was not one of them. That was the form that he'd taken after Wormtail had fed him that potion of, I believe, unicorn blood and snake venom from his pet snake, Nagini. Try again, boo-boo. And interacting with werewolves and vampires, casting spells and levitation, divining by crystal gazing, approving of astrology, and using magic charms. Quick question. What part of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry did you not fucking understand? Like, what, did you expect them to just sit around reading Bible verses and chanting hymns and whatnot? If so, you need to have your head examined, Timmy. Being possessed by demons? If by possessed you mean having their minds controlled by other evil wizards, then yeah, I could see that. Telling lies, stealing, breaking rules, and cheating, advocating in wizard ethics by copying another student's homework, because that totally doesn't happen in other Christian-based novels, you know? Clearly that's never happened in real life. Teaching that people can exist without their souls, yeah, but it's a sucky existence. I'd hope that you include that in there, but hey, what the fuck do I know? And my last one, my favorite one is number 18, about the Hand of Glory, which, by the way, is totally wrong. Because had you read the Chamber of Secrets, Tim Todd, you would know that the purpose of the Hand of Glory is to give light to the holder, the one who holds it, once they insert a candle in the middle of the palm. Which is why it's been touted as the best friend of thieves and plunderers. And last but not least, believing death to be just the next great adventure. Like, what the fuck is so wrong about that? Are we supposed to be okay with the Lord calling somebody home when the loved one dies? Are we supposed to take that as an acceptable example? I didn't think so. So, what have we learned? Fundamentalist Christians need to get their heads out of their asses and do some fucking research before they even try to even make a satire out of a successful book series or movie or whatever. Leave your love, leave your hate, do whatever you want. I don't give a shit. Till next time, I'm Lisa Shell, and I will see you in hell, along with J.K. Rowling. Peace.